And good afternoon, race fans. Welcome into Phoenix International Raceway for round 34 of the 2016 NASCAR XFINITY Series season, as we are live here from the desert, the Phoenix International Raceway, bringing you live coverage of the DAV 200, the elimination race, to see which four drivers will advance into the championship Final Four to run for the 2016 NASCAR XFINITY Series Championship. I'm Red Burton here in the broadcast booth, giving you live coverage of today's 28 lap race here at Phoenix. 40 drivers are lined up on pit lane, getting ready for the command to fire up these engines. 8 drivers on the grid have a shot at the title, but only 4 will make it out of here alive and run for the championship next weekend at Homestead. 2 of the drivers who are in position to advance, the 11 of Eric Jones and the 19 of Daniel Suarez, the 2 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas on the front row. Now, Daniel Suarez picked up the win last weekend at Texas, and Suarez will advance into the Final Four and run for his first career NASCAR title on his inside. Eric Jones, highest driver, or he's actually the point leader heading into this weekend, but only by 7 points. So it's going to be real tight to see who will advance into the Final Four. The defending NASCAR Xfinity Series champion is Chris Buescher, but he enters this weekend 51 points behind the cutoff. It is a must-win situation for Chris Buescher if he wants to head to Homestead next weekend and defend his Xfinity title before he moves to the Cup Series in 2017. A lot more to be talked about, but for right now, let's get down and check south with the command to fire up these engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
And now we have the pace car leading the field onto the track so they can complete their pace lap. Inside the top 5 is Joe Gibbs Racing versus Richard Childress Racing. Will we see that in the finale next weekend? Let's check out a few of our more drivers who are in the hunt for the title. As you see at the top of your screen, your starting grid rolling. Rolling out 5th place is Brendan Gaughan, only 1 or 2 points behind Ty Dillon entering this weekend. Then you have in 10th place Chris Buescher. In 9th place Ryan Truex. 11th Cole Custer. 12th place is Ty Dillon. And the farthest back of the chasers, the 7 of Josh Berry in 16th place. So they come out of turn 4. Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez, your front row. Suarez, the only chaser who is planning to have a nice fun day here in the desert. They come off the final corner, down the front straightaway. The elimination race is underway. Green flag is in the air, and it's a drag race heading down into turn 1. Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, your front row, and it'll be the 11 pulling out to an early lead on teammate Daniel Suarez. Up from turn 2, Brandon Jones now trying to hang in the 3rd and 4th places. Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney both. I'm sorry, that's not Ryan Blaney. That's Brad Keselowski in the 22. Both go by the 2 of Jones. So does the 33 of Austin Dillon. And they complete lap 1, and we are already under a quick yellow. Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez, your front 2, along with their other Gibbs Toyota teammate Denny Hamlin. Brad Keselowski and Austin Dillon now your top 5. Brandon Jones slipped back to 6. Brendan Gaughan, Ryan Sieg, who had a great run in qualifying by the way, Chris Buescher, and Ty Dillon. So now we are under caution, and it is involving the 4. Johnny Davis Motorsports number 4 Chevrolet of Ross Chastain. Chastain in pit lane, heavy damage on the Flex Seal Chevrolet. The sophomore driver, Ross Chastain, and he has went into the inside safer barrier on the back straightaway, and he's going to get some help from the 80 that is driven by Austin Terrio. And hard impact by the 4 of Chastain, running 26th at the time, and the 4 of Chastain is done for the afternoon. Heavy damage for the number 4, and he has already went behind the wall, done for the afternoon. And now that will leave us with only 39 cars remaining on track. Now this is a 28 lap race, and you see the lights are now out atop of the pace car, and your front 2 are title contenders, chasers, Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez. Now Suarez, like we said, has automatically advanced into the final four. So really there's 7 chasers for 3 spots. Eric Jones had a 7-point cushion on Brendan Gaughan. So right now Jones and Suarez are in. Right now Busher, Custer, and Berry are out. And when they come down between Brendan Gaughan, Ty Dillon, or Ryan Truex, and I believe right now Dillon is currently on the outside looking in. Truex and Gaughan are currently in just barely over Ty Dillon. But we still have over 25 to go for that to completely change. And we're back underway from Phoenix. Green flag is back in the air. And a pretty good jump by the top 3. But here comes Denny Hamlin for second in the 20 car. Hamlin, a 2-time 2016 winner now, going to the inside of a teammate Daniel Suarez, bringing the 22 of Brian Keselowski along with him. 2 drivers running for the Cup Series title in tomorrow's Sprint Cup Series race. Suarez had a pretty good run on the outside, getting into turn 3, but can Hamlin have some momentum and grip off turn 4? They're side by side, allowing the 11 to pull away. Keselowski went to the outside of behind Suarez, opens up the door for the 33 of Austin Dillon to get through on the inside. And Hamlin and Dillon, second and third, but not so fast. Here comes Suarez and Keselowski on the outside to get around that 33. Brandon Jones, Brendan Gaughan, Ryan C., Chris Busher, and Ryan Truex. Your top 10. Ty Dillon, Cole Custer, Elliott Sadler. That is the 14 being driven by Corey LaJoie. A great run by Corey LaJoie right now in 14th. Alex Bowman, Josh Berry, Justin Marks, Ryan Reed, James Busher, and Jeremy Clements. See Darrell Wallace Jr. trying to get through on the outside. We have Michael Self, Blake Cook, Cole Witt, Austin Terrio, and we have a spin in the back, I believe. Did we? No, we don't. I thought I saw a red car go around. That did not happen. But we stay clean and green. Roush Fenway Ford Mustangs right now are struggling very bad right now. 18th, 19th, and 20th. Ryan Reed, James Busher, and Darrell Wallace. And up here, Brendan Gaughan's got around teammate Brandon Jones, and now we got Ryan Sieg. How about the run with that 39 of Ryan Sieg up here inside the top 10? Battling Chris Busher, the defending champion. Ryan Truex, one of the drivers trying to make that Final Four. Ty Dillon, moving to the Cup Series next season. You know he'll want to be in that Final Four come Homestead. And Hamlin has gotten away from this mess back here for third place, and he's now up in second, putting pressure on leader Eric Jones. As it stands right now, it doesn't matter if Eric Jones wins or finishes second, he will advance as long as he just finishes in front of his competition like Ryan Truex, Ty Dillon, and Brendan Gaughan, and the others. Daniel Suarez third, and now here comes Austin Dillon and Brad Keselowski, and Brendan Gaughan having a great run right now in 6th place. And Brandon Jones in 7th. Chris Busher, Sieg, and Truex continuing to look back here. There's Elliott Sadler in the middle. Alex Bowman up top. A great run off turn 4 by the 88 of Alex Bowman. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Cole Custer not giving that much room to that 43 of Sadler. Now here comes Custer's teammate Josh Berry on the inside lane. Bowman was very quick in practice, but did not get the qualifying lap he was hoping for. Now trying to work his way back up through this traffic up here. And he's doing it a little bit slowly as we'll be coming down to 18 to go this time by for the Gibbs Toyotas of Hamlin, who's on the bumper, that 11 of Jones. And battle for the lead now. Here comes the 20, Denny Hamlin. How hard does Denny Hamlin race Eric Jones? You know Hamlin is in this race for one reason, and that's to win. But he does not want to put himself in a position where he could take out his teammate Eric Jones out of a chance to win the title. And now here comes the move by Hamlin off turn 4. Had a pretty good run, but Jones able to shut the door, getting into turn number 3, or I'm sorry, turn 1. And now Keselowski, Suarez, Brendan Gaughan showing a lot of strength here today in that 62 car, and we still have 39 cars on track. After that lap 1 crash with Ross Chastain and Austin Terrio, we have been in clean and green ever since, and Hamlin continuing to put pressure, runs the high lane through turns 3 and 4, hoping for some momentum off the corner, but it still pays dividends for Eric Jones in the 11. And look at this battle back here. I mean, they are not giving up. Brad Keselowski, Brendan Gaughan, Daniel Suarez, Austin Dillon. And back here, Ryan Truex had about let's see, Ryan Truex had about a, oh wait, hold on, we have, Brendan Gaughan's in the wall! Brendan Gaughan is in the wall. It takes out Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez. Collected involved. And Gaughan, who's having an incredible run up inside the top 5 now, finds himself. This is disaster for Brendan Gaughan and his teammate Austin Dillon and Daniel Suarez collected. And Suarez has hit the pit road entrance wall here off turn 4. I was trying to look at the points, and as that was going on, he heard it. Austin Dillon turned Suarez down into the 22 of Brad Keselowski, and Gaughan had nowhere to get. Entered high, got in some debris that was off the 33, ran right into Austin Dillon, and a shot at the title for Brendan Gaughan, possibly going away because of a Cup Series driver and his teammate Austin Dillon making a mistake on the back straightaway. What a horrible break for Brendan Gaughan, who has showed a lot of speed throughout this entire weekend. And now that may be what Ryan Truex and Ty Dillon needed to advance into that Final Four. Brendan Gaughan, what a horrible break for that 62 car. And Daniel Suarez, who was running up here inside the top 10. I mean, this is not Suarez's fault. This is Austin Dillon, because he got in the back of the 19. Although the 19 was holding them all up, you know, that could have been avoided by, you know, Austin Dillon. And there goes their teammate Brandon Jones right through the middle in that 2 car. Chris Buescher, Ryan Sieg, all picking up a few spots. I was looking to see who would have the advantage, Ryan Truex or Ty Dillon, and Truex had a 2-point lead on Ty Dillon entering this weekend. And the 19 Suarez has went behind the wall. Your top 10, Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Brandon Jones, and Chris Buescher, Ryan Sieg, Ryan Truex, Ty Dillon, Cole Custer, and Alex Bowman. Elliott Sadler, Josh Berry, Corey LaJoie, Darrell Wallace Jr., Justin Marks, Brendan Gaughan, Jeremy Clements, Ryan Reed, Blake Cook, and Michael Self. Now Gaughan is back here in 16th, and Ty Dillon is in 8th. And Gaughan needs to beat Dillon, or Gaughan needs Dillon or Truex to really have an issue. I mean, some major disaster. That's really the only way I see Brendan Gaughan making this Final Four now. After the 2 RCR Chevrolets got together, that allowed the 2 of Brandon Jones, the rookie out of RCR, to get up into 4th place, having a great run in that number 2 Menard Chevrolet. Chris Buescher in the 60, Ryan Sieg. Now Cole Custer looking to the inside of Ty Dillon. They got to be careful, though. They don't want to get involved in any more disaster like Brendan Gaughan, who's now moving by a couple more cars. He's going by Jeremy Clements, going by Justin Marks. Not far behind, Darrell Wallace Jr. and Corey LaJoie. So Gaughan not really showing that he has a completely damaged car. And the yellow flag is back out. This time involving the 13 of Reed Sorensen, the 0 of Michael Self. And we have more trouble up here in the front straightaway. The Angel Rangers around. The 53 of Angel Ranger, one of our road course specialists, who's coming over to the oval track here at Phoenix to run. Gets taken out right after the yellow flag comes out, but caution is out for Reed Sorensen driving for MBM this weekend. And it's actually not going to happen start with Sorensen. It's going to happen up here. The 1 of James Buescher, the 20 of Cole Witt, and the 0 of Michael Self. Off turn 2, Self spins out right in front of Buescher, but Buescher gets through, and Self is going to end up getting hit by Reed Sorensen back there. Sorensen was running 34th at the time, runs right in the back of Self. And then here off turn number 4, Andrew Ranger running at 26, gets turned by the 44 of JJ Yaley, hits the inside wall, comes back at the track, nearly gets ran over by Joey Gase. But Brendan Gaughan was able to pick up a spot to 15th place, and Ty Dillon 8th. I mean, it's still in favor of Ty Dillon and Ryan Truex, as we'll have 9 laps remaining. By the way, Eric Jones right now having a fantastic run, looking for his 3rd win of the year. Trying to get a little bit of momentum heading into that Final Four. I mean, right now he is in pretty good shape. He had a 7-point cushion on Brendan Gaughan. And with Gaughan having trouble outside the top 10, And Jones pretty much just need a solid top 5 finish and he'll be good. Has a hungry Denny Hamlin behind him, Brad Keselowski, Brandon Jones, and Chris Buescher. Ryan Sieg, Ryan Truex, Ty Dillon, and running out your top 10 now is Cole Custer and Alex Bowman. We're back on the way once again. We got to watch this 62 Brendan Gaughan. He's faster than Corey LaJoie, and here he goes to the inside in turn 1. Making a pass on the 14, moved to 62 now up to 14th place. Now Gaughan, his closest competition was his teammate Ty Dillon, so he needs to beat Dillon by 2 spots, 2 points. So that where Ryan Sieg, right now, if he was running where Ryan Sieg is right now in 6th place, they would be tied, and the tiebreaker would be on highest finish in this round only. And now they're side by side. Ty Dillon in the middle, Ryan Truex up top, and Brendan Gaughan trying to close in as his competitors are right now 3 wide in turn 3. It was almost 3 wide. They were. And at the front, Hamlin again. Oh no! Watch out, Hamlin! Do not wreck your teammate. And Hamlin looking like he's faster than the 11. There's no doubt about that. But he needs to be careful. He cannot just, can't wreck his teammate like Austin Dillon did. And now Gaughan working his way back up here now. In the 14th, going on the outside of Darrell Wallace Jr., but time is running out for the driver in the South Point Chevrolet. Gaughan is faster than these guys, but he needs some help. He needs that 3 or the 98 to have some trouble. The way they're running right now, it's really going to come down between Ty Dillon or Brendan Gaughan. Right now, Dillon has this. Gaughan needs to finish in front of Dillon first off. But then he also needs Dillon to drop back. I just do not see Gaughan able to pull through. Especially when we have 5 laps remaining, but now Custer on the inside of Dillon again. But up front, Jones is now putting a few car links on that 20 of Hamlin. Keselowski not letting them get away. Brandon Jones and Buescher running inside the top 5. Ryan Sieg, a great run by him in 6. Ryan Truex, Alex Bowman, Ty Dillon, and Cole Custer. Now Gaughan working on the 43 of Elliott Sadler. Move to the inside. He should be able to get around them through turns 3 and 4. It'll be 4 to go. Time is running out. Now Bowman to the inside of Ryan Truex. And Hamlin continuing to put pressure on that 11 of Jones. Down the back straightaway on. Going into turn 3. Jones has led all 25 laps today, but Denny Hamlin's been on his bumper the entire way. Through turns 3 and 4. 3 laps to go, and they make contact again. Now Dillon turned Suarez and took out his teammate Daniel Suarez. I'm sorry, Brendan Gaughan. My TV just turned on in the background. Could that happen again? Dillon and Truex again side by side. They are right now your final 4. Daniel Suarez, who's right now out the race in 39th place. Erik Jones, Ty Dillon, and Ryan Truex. Now Gaughan closing in. That 62 is faster. There's no doubt about that. But this time is not on his side now. Working now to the inside of Darrell Wallace. And up front, Jones still leading Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Brandon Jones, and Chris Buescher. Ryan Sieg, Alex Bowman, Ryan Truex, Ty Dillon, Cole Custer. They come from turn 4. The white flag is in the air. Talking about who is going to advance, but first off, who's going to win this thing? It's still Jones with a pretty good lead now off turn 2. Hamlin unable to keep up on his bumper. Down the back straightaway heading towards turn 3. Denny Hamlin won here, or this 20 car won here in the spring with Kyle Busch. Unable to do it, unable to do the sweep. The caution is out, does not matter. Out of the final corner, Erik Jones will win at Phoenix, and Erik Jones will run for the title next weekend at Homestead. He advances to the championship final 4, and so does Ty Dillon and Ryan Truex. Those are your final 4. Those are the 4 drivers who will compete for the 2016 NASCAR XFINITY Series Championship, and it is a tough break for Brendan Gaughan. Now, Cole Custer, we were talking about him racing Ty Dillon and gone, but Custer was 17 points out of the cutoff. And Cole Custer will not advance, and neither will his teammate Josh Berry in the 7. They both do not advance into the Final Four, along with Brendan Gaughan and 4th place finisher, or 5th place finisher, Chris Buescher. They will not advance. So your Final Four, once again, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Ryan Truex, and Ty Dillon. How about Ryan Truex? I mean, how about that? Number 98, Biaggi Invested team. This 98 team will not even be a full-time team in 2017. Ryan Truex will not be back in this 98 car in 2017. But what an outstanding performance in the chase. I mean, Truex went from, on the outside looking in, entering Dover, a elimination race, to like advancing into the Final Four. An unbelievable job by Ryan Truex in that 98 team, and Ty Dillon, and Daniel Suarez, and Eric Jones. Well, that is how it's going to be entering the Final Four, but the racing is not done yet. The NASCAR Spring Up Series, Can-Am 500 from Phoenix tomorrow begins. The only driver in the Cup Series who knows they will be running for the title is Joey Logano, but what about Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch? Where are they going to be? Are they going to make it? Are they going to be on the outside looking in? We'll find out tomorrow on your screen. Your results in your Final Four drivers running for the 2016 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. That is on your screen right now, and we will see tomorrow for the Can-Am 500 here from Phoenix. Congrats to race winner Eric Jones. Your Final Four set for the 2016 NASCAR Xfinity Series Chase, your championship Final Four. We'll see you tomorrow for the Cup race.